Hello everybody, welcome back. We have just done the big, well I say the big, it was fairly big actually, but we've just cut in a new field, as you can see right in front of us. I'm a bit raspy and a bit throaty today. It took me a few days to sort of record the, this sort of section, to be honest with you. So we've got our second field, so we need to look into planting. Now, because of the money we've sort of generated for clearing the trees in this section, I think, well, I know we can afford to spend a little bit. Obviously, we've got 53,000, which is quite a lot. There's a few things I want to buy. There's actually a new tractor, and I think I've been searching through mods and everything, and I think for the money and everything, it fits in perfectly. So I might do a grand reveal. It's probably going to disappoint everybody. I like it. For the money, it's amazing. It's not going to be fantastic or one we're going to potentially keep for a long time, but it is definitely going to help. So we're going to buy a bigger seeder, and we're going to get a tractor. And I think that's it at the moment. So let's jump in first and buy the seeder, which I think everybody knows which one I'm going to get. Is this 3 meter one? It's 35 horsepower, so it can theoretically be run on the little beast, the John Deere, but it might be a little bit too back heavy, but we'll buy that. I did look at sort of a few others like these. That's 3 meters as well. Tank's a little bit bigger, but I thought I'd just stick with the Asaria. Or Asaria. Either way, but we're sticking with that one. So that one's bought. We also need beat technology. That is to get the beats out of the ground. I know they're not ready yet, but we're going to buy it anyway because we have got a little bit of money. Just trying to think what else. We do need a trailer eventually, but I'm not necessarily going to get that. At least if I can get the beats out of the ground, we will need a front loader of some sort. But again, we've got a few months to sort that, and I think I'm not too panicky at the moment. So we need to get these into the back of the pickup. So I'll find a work hand. Somebody actually in the shop in Clever Motors. Be clever, choose clever. We'll find somebody in there just to help us get these into the back of the pickup. And I will see you shortly for the grand reveal. So we've got somebody to help us get loaded in the back. It's not brilliant, but he's strapped down and he's fairly safe. It's only a quick journey back anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. As long as he's secure, he's going to be safe. Right, and as you can see, the money's dropped down to 27,000. We have actually purchased the brand new tractor, and with a bit of a drum roll, here we are. the Case 1030 Comfort King. 101 brake horsepower. It is a little bit old and a little bit worn, but it's 101 brake horsepower. And listen to this when it starts. And off we go. It takes a little bit of time to get going. It's not got all the poke in the world, but 16 miles an hour, 100 brake horsepower, and it's right within the budget. What more can we ask for? So from a standpoint now, that just fits everything we need perfect. We've got a seeder now to start planting a little bit bigger. So a seeder. To seed a little bit more, not plant. Obviously, they're two different things. We have got the planter, the 2 meter one, which I think we're going to sort of carry on keep using for sugar beet. I think that they are going to be a consistent for at least a few harvests. Like I say, plans may change, but we'll see. I think that's sort of that little strip is perfectly set up for sugar beets, but that might change. So the plan is we'll get this back to the farm, and we will put the 1030. So you've got plenty of time. We'll put the seeds in. Now I think I'm going to do soy. I don't really do soy a lot, obviously because of the production chains and such. But it's the biggest earner, so I think that's going to be the case. So we'll get these planted, and this is actually motoring along quite well. I mean, obviously it's not the pickup, which is off 50 mile an hour, but it's a little bit faster than the little beast, the John Deere. I think it's going to do us quite well as a bit of a decent farm tractor for a while, to be fair. Like yard tractor, just moving little bits around and such. I think it's going to do us quite well, actually. Let's just have a little bit more of a look at it. I say I like it. I really do like it. As soon as I saw it, I thought, yes, perfect. So we'll get this back. We'll get seeding done, and we'll have a look at what time we are. This episodes probably will be quite time lapse heavy, we'll say. So yeah, there's not much we can directly do about that, to be honest. But I just think it's sort of what we've done in cut the field, then seeding it again. Obviously we haven't got anything for lime and such. I just want to build the equipment first, then we can fine tune it. So I think that's the goal. So we'll get this planted, then we can always look at lime. Because with fertiliser spreader we've already got the 9 meter liquid spread, so I'll tuck that in there at the moment. And what we'll need to do is head back to the shop, and we will pick up the seeder and the harvester. Right, so what I'll do, I'll get this back and we'll jump into a little time lapse of the seeding and fertilizing. So I'll see you shortly. So there we are, folks. Soybeans planted, fertilised. We've got to fertilise them again, but we can do that in the next month. We're actually sort of doing really well for time. I've been having a think as well, with what to do with the land. I mean, in regards to the land itself, we've used very little. So I'm thinking of making like the garages and everything we need. Well, not everything, but a majority of the stuff. So a silo, a few more garages, storage down here. So to run it sort of, not have it deep, but sort of run it in line with that, and everything on the left here just used for things like that. So we can sort of clear all these trees down here and build as we need going across. I think that's the plan. I've just crossed my land here, so sort of that'd be the last tree, I think. Maybe, maybe not. So there are a lot of trees to be cutting, and I think what we're going to start doing now is to actually build on the land as well. So not necessarily sort of obviously just cut it in more equipment. I want it to be a bit of a challenge. I know it necessarily doesn't look like that at the minute, but obviously we've got a lot of expenditure. We need to get a combine harvester. We need to get an actual tractor or skid steer loader or something, front lifter for these. So I'll just check it actually, see if it needed weeding, which it doesn't. But that's just because I've direct plowed beforehand. So sort of then we'll need to look at herbicide. So there's a lot of things definitely to be doing. But I think what we need to look at is, if I get to the right screen, is have a look at any silos we've got. So silos, obviously we're going to look at modded ones. I mean, that's 11 grand. It's a multi-fruit. 90, well out of our budget. Compact storage, not probably anything we can do. Hessian multi-fruit silo with barn. Might be a, I mean, I like it. 100% like it. Hold on. It's just I mean, it looks great, but it doesn't fit in sort of with the American farm silo. I mean, that'd be a go-to, wouldn't it? But I think fitting in with the old aesthetics is to do something along them lines. So put it, say, here. So we've got a few trees we can clear out for that. So yeah, we've definitely got things we can be doing. What I'm going to do now, actually, I just want to look at sort of bees. There's nothing really. Sheep would be sort of the really simple straight in. I mean, we could get a basic sheep setup, but we need something to cut and collect grass. Something we could definitely look in, obviously with the profit coming in off the horses. 10,000 for a basic horse setup. Cows, I think that's going to be a bit more. 15 for cows. For free range cow pasture, but don't know if you get milk off that. I'm assuming you will do, because otherwise it'd say, wouldn't it, there. So you need to put water in on. I mean, that'd be the dream, wouldn't it? But I would have nowhere near enough grass to keep those 490 cows. Maybe down the line, who knows? So, folks, I think we're going to bring this one to an end. In fact, we've done quite a lot. To be honest, I think that's sort of really set us up. It doesn't look like a big field, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it's bigger than you think. So as long as we can get some money in, obviously off it from the soybean, we'll look at obviously other crops going forward. So what I'm going to do now, between now and the next episode, is make a bit of a clearing for the silo, and then we can sort of plan what we're going to do next. In regards to growing, we've got a fair long time for these. Yeah, we're sort of mid-range, maybe, sort of halfway. So we've got a long time. Let's visit these. Water, they're fine at the moment. 18,000 litres still. These are selling, so the more money every hour will keep just trickling up, to be honest. So yeah, I think if we clear some trees, I think really could, maybe the goal in the next episode is clear some trees and then try and cut again a new field. I think we've got open space here. Maybe not necessarily using the trees to make like a massive field here. I think that's the goal. But as I say, dependent on how the trees come down and everything, we'll make that decision. So folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.